Good afternoon, everybody. Excuse the wind if it's super loud. I am down here at the Falls of the Ohio State Park, Southern Indiana. It's a Wednesday afternoon and it is absolutely beautiful out. I rode my bike down here and set up my hammock, and as you can see right there, we have vegetable lasagna, menu 11. I am going to attempt to open that up, show you what's in it, and eat me some vegetable lasagna while I hang out here and lay in my hammock and enjoy the breeze. Alright, here we are. Let's see if this works. The wind just started kicking butt as soon as I decided I was hungry and wanted to film this. I'd been out here for an hour and it was all nice and calm. So let's get a start here. I'm gonna, for those of you who aren't familiar, we got the peelable seal. There we go. Menu 11 vegetable lasagna. Evansville, Indiana. That's just a couple hours from here. I don't want anything to blow off, because I'm certainly not going to leave any trash out here in the state park, or anywhere else for that matter. Alright, looks like we have our main meal right here, vegetable lasagna, date code 9316, so right there at the end of 2009, Ameriquil, 260 calories. Ooh, applesauce, carbohydrate enhanced applesauce. Check that out. Now, I've not ever seen that or seen anybody else post one of those. I guess you can cut this out and send it like a postcard, or just send the applesauce. I don't know. Anybody else seen that before? I guess maybe that's common. Marble pound cake. This is my first pound cake. 290 calories. Pangea. Wheat snack bread. So far, everything's been 2009. Peanut butter. Doesn't feel too separated. That works out well because I'm in the mood for some peanut butter. Whoa! Chocolate hazelnut cocoa beverage powder. You guys know what I'm going to be doing? It's what I've been wanting to try. Either some Ranger pudding or some chocolate hazelnut icing. Add a little bit of water, spread it on this pound cake, have a little dessert. Perfect. Cannot wait. And of course, we have our spoon. Hot beverage bag. And our flameless ration heater. So let's get us organized here since we're don't have our whole kitchen table to work on. Oh, look at that. I'm always excited about coffee, but looks like we don't have coffee. We've got iced tea drink, lemon flavor. I do love iced tea, and it is a nice late summer day. Probably better that we don't have coffee. Iced tea, lemon flavored. I'm going to mix that up here in just a second. We've got our gum, toilet paper, salt, which I'm going to guess we'll need for that lasagna, moist towel, which we'll need. Yes, baby Basco. I'm sorry about the focusing there, guys. All this wind blowing them trees around, I think it's messing the focus up. Like I said, I'll apologize again for that. I'm going to try to keep everything from blowing away. I'm going to pack some of this stuff up, throw it in my backpack so we don't lose it. We'll get it out here shortly. What we're going to have to do is just focus on one thing at a time. Let's start with heating up our vegetable lasagna. What do you say? Nice bit of weight to it. Of course, you want to try to keep your box intact here, because as they recommend, you're going to open this up. Let's do that now. Tear here. You're going to put the little heating element in here. I've got my heater in there, and we're going to put a little bit of water. Whoa, I'm sorry, I keep hitting that tripod there. I'm really hoping it's going to work. You know, these rations I got are a little old. They're about, it's 6, so it's over 6 years old, right at 6 years old. I feel it bubbling a little bit. And it's starting to get warm, so I'm going to slide that sucker back in this pouch. We're going to set it on that rock or something. Alright, set the Tabasco to the side with our salt, and we could eat our bread and peanut butter, or let's make up some iced tea here. Quarter canteen, so 6 ounces. This is going to be your equivalent to instant coffee, but it's instant tea. Nice and dark. I'm going to take a sip of that. Not too bad. It's a little chemical tasting. You know, it's certainly not fresh brewed iced tea. And then, I don't know, there's a lot of use for metal cups, but I tend to think, especially things with acidity like lemon, and you put it in a metal cup like this, maybe the chemical taste is just kind of that metallic taste. Yeah, it's not really chemical taste, it's more like a metallic taste, which could simply just be that cup I'm drinking it out of. We'll set that there. And try some applesauce. And we'll get out the peanut butter. Now I'm just gonna eat the applesauce out of here instead of dirtying up this, because I want to show you all the lasagna. I want to put that in there. So, you know what? It smells about like applesauce. Smells a little old. I'm gonna give it a try there. What do you think? Almost looks like a color looks a little off compared to your normal applesauce. Pretty tart. It's probably the whatever preservative they put in that. So this ration has a lot of firsts in it for me as far as rations. Of course, I am still very new. I've only had a handful. Well, there went cardboard box I'm gonna have to chase down. All right, got that applesauce finished off. This thing is getting about as hot as it's gonna get, I think. I went ahead and put it in this outer bag to try to keep it insulated, because the wind was blowing and up underneath, and I was hoping it wasn't getting too cold. So, as you can see, you know, it is always nice to see everything opened up and spread out in one on one plate or in one shot. But I'm doing everything one at a time because of the wind's blowing, and I don't have containers to put everything in. So you'll get to see it all. It'll just be one at a time. How about that? Please forgive me. For those of y'all who've never made one of these, I wish y'all could get the smell of the inside of this. Nobody else, I feel like, talks about it, but I just cannot ignore it. Every time I make one of these things, I just think the smell of that flameless ration heater is about god-awful. So, anyways, pour the chemical water out, and that. And as always, I like to wipe off all that chemical stuff. Alright, here it is. I'm going to just smash it down a little bit. Oh wow, I can smell that from here. That smells pretty tasty. We're going to put a little bit in here. I know it's going to be a mess for me to have to clean this, but... And we still have some iced tea with lemon flavoring. Alright, and that is the most of it, folks. Vegetable lasagna. I'm going to fight my urge to put salt on it immediately and give it a taste for the sake of you all. Well, for lasagna that's been in a bag for over 7 years, not too bad. I think my stomach's gonna hurt later, but it's tasting good right now. I am gonna put some salt and some hot sauce on it.
I love these little bottles of Tabasco. I tell you what, which y'all can. There we go. And our iodized salt. That's a lot of salt. Alright. Pepper sauce and salt. Awesome! Take it down with some tea. Tell you what, I'm going to eat this up, and then we're going to eat some snack bread and peanut butter. I don't know why I thought about trying to eat this vegetable lasagna without my peanut butter and wheat snack bread together. Because I was going to eat them, you know, I was going to eat my lasagna and then come back and eat my wheat snack bread with peanut butter, but as I was sitting there laying in the hammock, I thought, I need something with this, and this is perfect. You know, I know it's so thin, but it has, I wish I just had a long knife I could try to split this stuff. I know it doesn't, but I really want it to be able to split and make a sandwich. But, oh well. You know, these hard-working chefs for MRE company, or whatever it is, the, you know, Ameriquil and Sopaco, or whoever, I guess they make it, I don't know who designs them, but the people that design these, they thought, you know, this veggie lasagna needs peanut butter and snack bread. And here I was, trying to go against what was meant to be by eating them separate. Shame, shame, shame on me. But that's a lot of peanut butter. And I can tell you now that marble cake and dairy shake, you're going to be seeing me film that when I get back to the house, because I'm already going to have a tough time trying to bicycle back to my house after eating this. Well, a piece of pound cake and dairy shake on top of it. I'm going to be in a coma after all this. So, yeah. That is just exactly what this little meal needed. There's something about tomato sauce with meat, noodles, and just peanut butter goes with. Awesome. 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 Thank you guys for watching. Well, you're going to see me back here in a minute. This is definitely going to be awfully shaky because I'm going to be walking around with the camera on rocks, but up there is where I had my hammock hanging. Took a little nap after I ate my vegetable lasagna. I'm going to walk on back to the where I got my bicycle, but I just wanted to show you all my view and a little bit about the park here. Over here is where I got to look at the old train bridge, and you can see the Louisville skyline in the back. This is just a little section of the fossil beds and one of the little islands that sits on the Ohio River. But you have this whole rocky area that's fun, especially as a kid, come down here and run and jump across the rocks. But this is just a great little spot to come, you know, weekend afternoons. hang out, throw up a hammock, take a little walk. And you probably can't see it, but right up there on that tree is my bicycle locked up. And I'm gonna get up there and head on home. And then I'm gonna mix up some of that dairy shake and put it on that pound cake, and we'll give it a taste. How about that? Alright, here it is. It's what's left. The chocolate hazelnut cocoa beverage powder and the marble pound cake. And chocolate hazelnut cocoa beverage powder. So I've heard several guys and some other guys I know that were in the military talk about using this and the dairy shakes to make what they call Ranger pudding, which is adding a little less water than you normally would to make the beverage, and it makes it thicker, I guess, kind of like a pudding. Now, I've also, on some of the MRE forums, I've seen where the guys are adding just a little bit of water to make like an icing, and that's what I want to try to do. Make some icing and put it on this marble pound cake. Smells just about like chocolate. Smells just about like hot chocolate powder. And those who are curious, 344th day of 2009. And it still feels fairly moist, a little crumbly, marbly. Isn't that fancy? Alright. I think we need some more of this. And I believe the trick here is not too much water, because you can always add more water. You just can't take water away. Alright, I've been stirring and stirring and stirring, and I had it the perfect icing consistency, but it was super grainy sounding, so I tried to add a dab of hot water, and now I've got it a little too thin, but still pretty. It looks good, but it sounds, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's real grainy, so that's probably just part of having icing made with powder. But we're just gonna ice this thing up and give it a taste. Lauren is here with me, and she said that this kind of tastes like easy bake oven icing, which I've not had. Well, I may have had it, but I certainly don't remember. So it tastes kind of chocolatey, kind of grainy. I guess that's a hazelnut taste. That's what it's supposed to be. Certainly not just chocolate. There's something else, some kind of other flavor with it. So here we go. And I'm dripping stuff everywhere. I guess this thing will have to be washed. Well, that is super dry, grainy, but very sweet. If you're, I guess, a soldier out in the field and you just need some sugar and need a something for a, you know, got a sweet tooth and you just need to get it fixed. That'll do it. This is Gavin Cat with Cat-Like Curiosity, and I'm out. Alright, before I get into the mystery ration, while I was cleaning up my mess from my little dessert we just had, I was trying to decide what it tasted like, and I finally figured out it tasted like liquid brownie batter. And one little tip, you use very little water. And if you would use warm or very hot water, I believe it wouldn't be so grainy or feel like it has grit to it. And overall, pretty good idea. And I will probably do it again with other flavor dairy shakes when I get them. So I'm looking forward to that. Alright, I ordered this ration off eBay, and my concern is that it may have been labeled wrong when I purchased it. So, box, it's got a little bit of a rip in it. This is what it says, and the problem with me trying to translate is that I don't know the language. So the only writing on the box is this, and that right there. So please help me out. Comment, let me know what I have here, or tell me what you know about it. Send me some links to more information. It'd be greatly appreciated. I have an idea of what it is, but I am far from an expert. So please let me know what it is, and we are going to be opening this up really soon, along with a lot of the other ones I have. So thank you all so much for watching. This is Gavin Cat with Cat-Like Curiosity.